Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build an automatic slime farm for your Minecraft world. This design uses the swamp biome to spawn slimes on our platform, which will then be killed by the iron golem. Before we get into the tutorial, these are some of the resources that you'll be required to use to build this slime farm. Before I get into building this farm, if you want to stack this farm, you will need to build between layers 50 and 70. Any higher or lower and the farm will not work. Or you can just expand the farm horizontally rather than vertically. Before you build this farm, you will need to locate a flat area or a lake inside of a swamp biome, similar to the one we have right here. To kickstart this tutorial off, we're going to start by opening our F3 menu. As you can see right here, we're at Y level 63, so we're going to place a temporary block right here, and then what we're going to do is place a double chest on top of that. That double chest should be at Y level 65. On top of that double chest, we're going to place a hopper. We now want to build up a total of 2 blocks with temporary blocks, and we're going to place a building block right here, followed up by a comparator facing this way. We can now place a temporary block right here, and then another building block right here. We can now place our lever there and our redstone torch right here. Place another building block on top of that redstone torch, followed up by a repeater facing this way, followed up by another building block. We can now remove this temporary block right here and these two down there. We now want to build out a further 8 blocks from this hopper in this direction and that direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And on the other side, we want to do the same, and then we want to connect the dots and fill it all in. Now that our platform is filled in, we're going to place a powered rail right here, followed up by a normal rail. We can then bring these powered rails all the way to the very end, except for these 2 end blocks, which are going to be normal rails. We can then bring this all the way around to the very end of the other side, followed up by 2 more normal rails. It might do this, so you may have to remove this powered rail right here, connect these normal rails, and then place your powered rail back. You want to repeat this exact same process all the way around. We now want to grab a building block and place it on the end of this powered rail. We can now come in 1 block from there and place a redstone block and then bring that all the way to the very end. We are now ready to place our hopper minecart, but for now we're going to turn it off and just place our hopper minecart right there. We're now going to work on our center point where our iron golem is going to be, so we're going to come in 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block place 2 magma blocks, followed up by a building block, and then 2 more magma blocks. We can then extend the magma blocks 2 blocks out to the left and the right, making it a 5x5 platform. Jumping on top, we're going to go ahead and place fences all the way around this building block. On top of the building block, we're going to place a trapdoor. On top of the trapdoor, we're going to place our 2 iron blocks on top of each other, followed up by an iron block to the left and the right. We now want to build up a total of 2 more blocks with our carved pumpkin on top. This will spawn our iron golem and he will be unable to get out of those fences. We now want to work on our platform, so we're going to build this out a further 10 blocks from the magma blocks. So on this redstone side, you only need to come out 9 because of the redstone block. However, it will be 10 because it will be 10 from the magma block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We now want to repeat the exact same process for the remaining 3 sides and then fill it all in. With our spawn platform now filled in, we're going to go ahead and place 2 stairs on top of each other, followed up by a building block. These are going to be our walls, so you're going to go ahead and wrap this all the way around just like this in this formation. Now that the walls are complete, we're going to put in our roof. So simply place top slabs all the way along and then fill it all in. To build this on bedrock, you will need to remove the stairs and replace them with tinted glass. And on top of the slab roof, you will need to do another layer of full blocks to block out the light. Where the iron golem is slightly taller than our current roof, we're going to go ahead and place a bottom slab followed up by a 3x3 above the golem. We can now remove that slab. We now want to dig in and jump down onto our platform, fill in this block right here, and we're going to go ahead and place brown mushrooms all on these deep slate blocks, or your building blocks. We don't want to place them on our magma blocks, but we're going to place them on our redstone blocks. You can use redstone torches instead of mushrooms if you please, however you need to check the light levels of each block to make sure no hostile mobs can spawn. I think it's slightly easier just to use brown mushrooms rather than redstone torches. I think it's also worth mentioning that you can't use the red mushrooms as they don't emit any light. Because as you can see right here, these brown mushrooms are emitting a light source of 1 per block. So it's making the hostile mobs impossible to spawn. If you were to use a red mushroom, you would not get the same effect. Hostile mobs would spawn and your farm would not work. So use the brown ones. With our mushrooms now placed, this completes the inside of the farm. So we're right to leave this area by destroying these 2 blocks right here, and then we can place them back. We now want to peek off the very edge, and we're going to place a bottom slab at that height right there. We then want to build this out a further 2 blocks, making it a total of 3. We then want to bring this all the way around the perimeter, making it 3 blocks all the way around. Now what this does is it increases the slimes that spawn inside your platform, so I highly recommend doing this. With our sides now complete, it's time to work on our AFK platform. We can start by placing a slab right here, which turns that into a full block, and then we want to grab our dirt and ladders or our scaffolding and go up a total of 121 blocks, which is 64 plus 57. We now want to go all the way up to the very top and create a little bit of a glass platform. As you can see, we are now at the correct height, so what we're going to go ahead and do is go to place a glass block directly to the side. We can then go ahead and place glass blocks all the way around the scaffolding, and then what we want to do is go ahead and place 2 just like this, another one on top, and then we're going to wrap this all the way around just as well. We can now remove these 2 blocks. This will stop phantoms from killing you while you're AFKing, and you will not be harmed while you can AFK your slime. Before we can start AFKing this farm, we need to flick that lever so the hopper minecart will start collecting our slime. You will also want to take this time to line up the roof of the slime farm to stop hostile mobs from spawning. Now after 10 minutes of just AFKing up there, no problem, we got a total of 481 slime balls. So that is 7 stacks and 33. Now to put things in a bit of perspective, we used really not many resources in this farm, and in 10 minutes of AFKing we got a total of 7 stacks and 33 slime balls, which totals to 481. You may receive more, you may receive less, it can vary from time to time. So that is how you build an automatic slime farm in Minecraft. If you found this video useful, it would mean a lot to me if you could leave a like on the video, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe. This farm design is owned by Mango, so be sure to go check out his channel by clicking the link in the description. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. A special thanks to my Patreons, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!